I don't buy scrubs anymore. I make them. Me and my partner drink a lot of coffee. So we have a lot of coffee grounds lying around, which is quite lucky since they're one of my favourite ingredients for skincare. They work wonders for my dry face. Make a nice drink, get cozy, and I'll show you how it's done. This recipe is very simple. There are only 3 essential ingredients and 1 optional one. So we'll need 2 parts coffee grounds, 1 part brown sugar. Optionally, you can add some vanilla extract, and 1 part coconut oil. These are just leftover coffee grounds. If you drink instant coffee, or if you don't drink coffee at all, then if you just go to your local coffee shop, they're usually more than happy to give them away to you. First of all, we need to dry the coffee grounds. There's multiple ways to do this, but I'll just be using the oven. So if you want to follow along, you can preheat your oven now to 90 degrees Celsius or 200 degrees Fahrenheit. While waiting for the oven to preheat, we're just going to remove any clumps from the coffee. We'll need to stir the coffee every sort of 10 minutes or so, but you don't need to be too precious. You'll know the coffee is dry when you stir it and it's the same colour throughout. You can see here that the coffee looks finer and is lighter in colour. I've measured out my coffee and I have 3 cups worth. So we'll need half of that in brown sugar. So for me that's 1.5 cups. And now we need the same amount in coconut oil. So for me that's 1.5 cups. If your coconut oil is solid, you can just heat it up on the stove for a little while until it's nice and runny. You can see here in the half cup that I didn't heat mine for long enough, but it's not a big deal. Once you start mixing it around, it'll be fine. And finally, the last ingredient is the vanilla extract, which is completely optional, which makes it smell really nice. And I would advise 1 to 2 teaspoons per cup of coffee grounds. And now we need to give our mixture a good stir. The mixture turns very black, very thick, and will feel sort of like wet sand, but even more gritty. Once mixed, we're going to move it over to a glass container that's been cleaned, and you want this container to be airtight as well, so it needs to have a lid. We've made quite a big jar here. I usually just siphon it off into a smaller container for the shower. I like to just reuse old containers I have from previous products. Empty skincare tubs or jam jars, for example, are quite nice to give away to friends and family as gifts. Let's see what Lily thinks.
Yeah, this is great, Bob. It's really nice on your skin. I feel like the coffee helps get rid of all those old skin cells whilst leaving your skin nice and smooth from the coconut oil.
Since the product is handmade, it's important to patch test first before enjoying on the rest of your body and face. And you should always moisturise after scrubbing. I'll be showing how I make my own soon. See you next time.